All right, everyone. Thank you for joining. This is day 3 of SQL. So we should be able to complete SQL today in day 3. And so what we're going to cover today? Today, mainly we're going to focus on joins. Most of the important topics has been covered before, so let's focus on join. So till this point, we have been working with individual tables, right? For example, we have these 8 tables, right? So we have, we looked into these tables individually. For example, we use select query to see the customers or an individual customers or anything else. Till now, we didn't have to combine 2 or more tables. So sometimes what happens, right? Viewing an individual table in isolation is not good enough. You need to see details from multiple tables. So that's when you're going to need join. And joins are very, very important. Everyone must know and understand. And in interview, they'll ask you about joins. So we should, I can give you some examples when we need joins, right? So for example, we talked about how to retrieve data from a single database or a table. Like, customer, select asterisk from customers. So we just said to this database, give me all the customers' details. And we got all of them, right? You can see customer ID, customer name, and all this information. But let's say we want to see, right, customer details and order details. We want to see the customer who placed the order and what type of order they place, things like this. So how would you see that, right? So right now we have all of these customer details here, which is good, fine, right? We need to store this data. But then if you look at the orders table, look, we have the orders details, right? If we go to, let's do this on orders details. Like here, we don't have name, address, or other details. We have customer ID, we have order dates, we have order ID, we have shipper ID, and things like this. So if you want to see a customer, right, when they place order and what was the order ID, like what type of order they place in, then we need to combine 2 tables, right? Even if you want to go farther into details, you can even combine 3 tables, right? For example, like this order details does not have information about order quantity and other things, right? So for that detail, we may even have to dig into 3rd table, order details, right? So quantity, order. So look, we're in order details table. Here we have quantity, we have product ID. So this, like this would give you product ID, right? So if we go back 1 step or 2 steps, now from customer tables, what are you going to see? You're going to see customer names, right? Which is good. Maybe I just need this from this table. I don't need anything else. Address, city, or anything else. I probably don't need anything else. I need the name, right? Who placed the order. From this table, usually we need to combine 2 tables. That's sufficient, but I'm just giving you concept, right? What you may have to go through and in order to see more details. 2 tables fine, sometimes 3, 4 tables, that's also possible. Right, so again, customer tables, we saw customer name. Now from orders tables, we can see when they placed the order. We can see when they placed the order. We can even see order ID. I'm just trying to see what information I want to see in one place. So from the 2nd table, we can see this details order ID. If we want to get into further details, right, so from the 2nd table, we get the order date, further details. On the 3rd table, we can see the quantity, right? Order ID we can retrieve from the 2nd table. 2nd table has the same column. So quantity, right? And then product ID. Let's say product ID 11. So here we only have product ID as 11, but I don't know what it is. Maybe under products tables, we have the name of it or something like that. Yeah, right, look. So product name. So from here, like what is product ID 11? So product ID 11 is what? We didn't know, but look here, we have the name for it. So that's how, that's why you need to combine multiple tables to see the information. Usually it's two tables, but you know, like I was giving you an example, if you need to see more than two tables, you can definitely do that. So this is the concept of joins, you know, joining multiple tables to see certain information, right? Now, within joins, right, so by definition, you can see here a join clause is used to combine row from two or more tables based on the related columns between them. So this is keyword based on the related columns between them. So how do you combine multiple tables? This is a important topic to discuss. How do you combine multiple tables? It's not always straightforward. You need to find similarities. You need to find similarities in order to combine multiple tables. For example, you can see here, the table on top right here is orders table, and this is customers tables. How did they combine these two tables? By finding common fields, common uniqueness. Sorry, not uniqueness, by finding similarities. So what is the similarities here between these two tables? If you look closely, this table has customer ID field. This table also has customer ID field. Now, using this common fields, we can combine these tables. Let me show you here which two tables. So this was orders and customers, right? So if you look at customers tables, what does it have? Customer ID, right? This is and this is unique value for this table. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But so I feel like customer ID exists in orders tables as well, right? Customer ID, you see right here, customer ID. So customer ID exists here, customer ID exists here. So using these columns, these similarities, you can combine these two tables. Now, so every table, right, you know, whenever they create a table, every table has a column, and that column has unique values. Like if you look at this one, like name can be duplicate, right? Address can be duplicate, city, country, postal code, everything else can be duplicated. But customer ID, you see, is no duplicate value, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on, right? So this column is known as primary key. Primary key. So there is a concept of primary key and foreign key. So if someone asks you, how do you combine two tables, or how do you join tables, you can say by using primary key and foreign key. So what is primary key? Primary key is uniquely identified column of a table. So if you look at this one, look at this column is uniquely identified. There is no duplication. So this is primary key. Now, what is foreign key? So primary key, each table has primary key. So let me show you. The customer table has a primary key. If I look at the orders tables, orders table has a table, it has a column which is unique, and it's known as primary key. So if you look at the order ID, this is unique, and this is the primary key of this table, right? Now, notice this table also has customer ID. And what is this? So guys, this is the foreign key. So this is foreign key. What is the definition of foreign key? Foreign key is primary key of another table. So foreign key is inherited primary key, meaning it's primary key of another table, but in this table, this is known as foreign key because it's not this table's primary key. This is inherited So that's why it's called foreign key. It's foreigner, right? It's a primary key from another table. Hope this concept is clear. So understand there is a concept of primary key and foreign key. This is something you need to identify in order to join tables. And I have shown you guys earlier in this lecture how to identify common field to join tables. And common fields are nothing but primary key and foreign key. Let's go back one more time for clarity. So if we look at this one, right, customers tables, customer ID field, this is the primary key, right? That's it, right? So table one, this is the primary table. This one has a unique field, which is the primary key of this table. Now, not every table has to have a foreign key, but every table must have a primary key. So here, I don't think this table has a foreign key. I cannot identify a column that is inherited from another table. I don't see it because this is the primary table and they created primary key and that's it. We can use this primary key to join with another table. So let's look at orders table, right? So orders tables, order ID is the primary key for this table. We can use this to join this table with another table, but we need to find the similarities with another table. But right now we're more interested in customer ID, which is primary key of customers tables, not orders tables. So this is foreign key for the orders table. So we can use this to combine tables. Now again, what do I want to see? What does it interest you? For me, really, is the customer name column interests me. Maybe customer ID. I really don't care. I just need to know the name and I need to know what they order, right? And the order date. So how do I pull this information? Let's try it, right? So let's start. Okay. Before I make this complicated, because I also want to explain there are different type of joins, let me just do a straightforward join and then I'll go ahead and explain. So what do I want to see? I want to see customer's name, right? So I'm going to focus on customer table. Customers, right? Customers table, dart. What do I want to see? Customer's name. Customer, it would be customer, MER, name. So I want to see, look, this is customer name from customer table. I want to see this information, that's it. And then I want to see from order table. So from this table, I just want this, that's it. So I'm going to focus on next table. So when you're joining, right, multiple tables, and when you need to let them know which information you want from which table. So you always have to put the table's name first. So from customers table, customers dart customer name. Let's move to orders tables. Orders dot order ID. I want to see orders from orders table, order ID, and what else? Date. I'm interested in dates. Orders dot. So they want to know from which tables and what. So orders dot order date. That's what I want to see. Orders dot orders date and now you need to give your condition from which table? Orders. What do I want to do? I want to join. So there are different type of joins. Let's do inner join and we'll explain later. Inner join, which table I want to join with customers. Customers. So I want to join what I'm saying from this table. I want to join this one. So, and then on orders dart. So remember guys, I talked about similarities. Like this is the field, right? This is the field that we're going to use to join. So I'm going to say orders dot customer ID equal to customers. That's the other table, and both has the same field, remember? That's it. So what I said, select, so select customer name from customers table. Then I said select order ID from orders table. Select order date from orders table. These three information I want to see. Then I said from orders inner join customer. So I'm saying join these two tables. That's all I'm saying here, simply. And how they would join? By finding the similarities. What is the similarities? Both table has customer ID and customer ID. And what are these? These are primary key and foreign key, right? So orders tables, this is the foreign key. Customers tables, this is the primary key. So that's it. Look what happened. This customers place this order, and these are the dates. Simple. Like, this is the information I want to see. That's what interests me. The name of the people, their order ID, and the date. That's it. Simple, straightforward. Again, this is very straightforward. Review this multiple times, practice it, then it will be easier for you. At times, joins can be complicated, but once you practice it, it's going to be a piece of cake. Now let's talk about different type of joins. There are different type of join. Let's see what they have written for us. Okay. So there are mainly four types of join: inner join, out. So it's really two categories of join: inner join and outer join, right? If you see right here, inner join, outer join. Now inner join, which one I just did, right? I simply just did inner join. Now there are outer join. Outer join has three different types of join: left outer join, right outer join, full outer join. So you would hear people talking about inner join a lot, right? And after that, you will hear people who say left join, right join, and full join. Usually no one mentions outer join, the outer word anymore. But of course, for your knowledge purpose, I'm just letting you know. So inner join is the most popular one. And then you have left join, right join, and full join. And let me explain what happens here. You can read through the definition, but inner join, you can see inner join returns. You see the green area? Inner join returns common fields from both tables, right? Let's see what they say. Returns records that have matching values in both, right? So inner join would only return matching values from both the tables. They will just go, when you send the request, they will go and verify and retrieve the matching values from both the tables. That's it. Left join returns all the record from the left table and only matching value from the right table. So you can see, right, when you give the keyword left join will ignore condition on the left table and say, give me everything from the left table. And the right table, they will say, okay, just give me the matching value from the right table, right? So in some cases, you just want to see everything from table 1 and table 2. I just want to see the matching value. So this is what they would do. Right join is the opposite, right? It's going to give you everything from the right table and then matching value from the left table. Full outer join or full join, either way, it's known. So it will return everything from both the tables. You can see, right? When you say give me everything, when you want everything, you need to use the full join. But again, inner join is the most useful one. You really need to see meaningful information, and inner join provides meaningful information, right? Cool. We practiced it already. So inner join, let me show you again. We have done inner join, right? So this one, they are joining product product table with categories tables. And what they want to see, product ID, product name, category name. See? So if you look at this one, right? Products. So similar things we did, right? Product name. So here they want to see product name and the product category. So if we go to category, so the product name, and they want to see what category it belongs to, and maybe something else they were looking for. Product name, category name. Yeah, product ID, product ID as well. So yeah, you can see, right? The join we did before, it was nothing but inner join. Yeah. Cool. So great. Maybe we can do something else. Maybe we can do excuse me. So we did this one, right? Customer ID, customer name, order date. Order ID. So this is what we did. And if you look at this one, so this table has matching value all across. So order ID, this column has all the order ID, this column has customer's name and order date. Right? Now let's look for a left join example. What would be a good example of left join? Let's see, let's open the table. Customers. Everything has value. So I'm just looking for a good example of left join so that we can use it. Customers table, orders table. So we saw customers, so let's see orders. Orders table, is there a good example? Okay. One more second. I need to see a good example of a left join. Yeah. Okay, look what happened here. And I'll explain. I know I just copied the query and pasted quickly, but let me explain what happened. Okay, look. Remember I said the concept of left join, return everything from the left table and only return everything from customers.customer name, orders.order ID, orders.order ID from customers, inner join. Yeah, so look, So left table is returning everything irrespective of having value on the right table. So I said select customer names from customer table, right? Look, customer name from customers tables, orders ID from orders table. From customers, left join, look, left join orders and customers. And these are obviously common matching fields to combine, like these are primary key and foreign key, right? Ignore order by, you don't need order by, right? But we just have it here. We practice order by already. So I'm saying order by customers, dot customers name. So alphabetically, or A, B, C, D, remember? We practiced it before. Order by customers name, that's what I said here, customers name. So you can see this is going ascending order. Fine, but the main point here is if you look at, so this is from the left table. And on the left table, what is the condition? Left join. So give me everything from the left table. So it gave us everything from the left table. There is no empty value. Look, everything. Look, everything. Every single thing from the left table. But look at the right table. Right table only return the matching value. See, this one is empty because this didn't have any value. So this one is empty and so on, right? So this is the right table. This is the left table. So left table, from left table, we get everything. From right table, we only got the information that has matching values. So this one didn't have anything, so it didn't return. This one has matching values, so it returned. So that's the concept of the left join, right? And now same thing, right? If, let's see, if we can use this one, because you cannot randomly use this left join anywhere, right join anywhere. You need to understand when you need it so that then you can use it. Inner join is applicable almost everywhere. In certain cases, you need specifically left or right join. I don't even think this one is applicable, but I'm just doing it for practice purpose because everything will have a name. I don't think an order ID will be there without name. So I think this scenario is inner join is applicable for this scenario, right? No one would place an order without a name. So of course this doesn't make sense, right? This doesn't make sense to have right join, right? But in the reason we use left join here, because there can be customers, but they may or may not have an order ID because they didn't place an order yet. This is the information is in our database, but that doesn't mean each one of our customers has an order placed, right? So that's why we had this one is good for left join. We have customers, but they don't necessarily place an order, right? So you can see simply which one of your customers didn't have an order. By using the left join, you can easily see, like, give me all of my customers, and I want to see, matching value from from the orders table. So you can see these values here, like the customers that has orders in place and the customer didn't have order in place. Okay, let me find a good example for right join. So this kind of joins, right and left join, it's not applicable everywhere. You need to think and see where you need this example. Okay, so I have an example here. So let's look at this one. Same thing, guys. I'm not writing it from scratch to save time, but you know the concept, how it's done. So I'm saying, give me orders.order ID. So I'm saying from orders table, give me orders ID. Employees table. So we are combining employees and orders tables. By what? The common field is employee ID. Both the tables has employee ID. Let's see. All right, so employees. So look at this. Employees has employee ID. Orders. Orders has employee ID. See? So let's go back one more time. Employees has employee ID. And this is the primary key of this table, guys. Remember we talked about primary key, uniquely identify column of the table. So employee ID is the primary key for this one. But if we go to orders, orders has employee ID. So this is the foreign key. This is the foreign key of employees table, right? And this is their primary key for this table. All right, so let's go back one more time. So what are we looking at? We're looking at orders ID from orders table, last name, first name from employees table. Right, so we're looking for, okay, let me run this, then we can explain. So look, we just flipped it, right? With employees, right? So look, of course, we're gonna have first name and last name of each one of our employees. But when it comes to order ID from orders table, we don't necessarily have orders for each one of them, right? So I think these employees work on this particular order IDs, orders, right? You know how when you get an orders in, somebody has to work behind it to complete it. So each employee is working on certain orders, but that doesn't mean every employee has an assignment, right? This employee does not have an assignment, does not have an order that he's working on, right? For most part, everybody has an order that they're working on, except for one person. So this is applicable, right? If you want to see like which one of your employee does not have an order, an existing order that they're working on, you can use this right join. You're going to see the name, but this name does not have a matching value. This does not have, right? So that's why it's not returning anything. So it's from the right table, we are returning first and last name, but from the left table is not returning anything because it does not have a matching value, right? So that's where right join is applicable. And then comes full join. Full join is rarely used, but of course you can use it. So it will just return everything from every table. So let's look at it. Okay, so what are we saying? Customers, from customers tables, we want to see customers name. From orders table, we want to see orders ID, right? So customers name, orders ID. So it's going to dump everything here. So let's look at this. Unspecified error. Okay, select customer ID from customers. Full outer join. Orders on customers. Why would it be an issue here? Let's see. It's not that the error message is not very user friendly. So let's see. Or is it too big? Select customer ID. Unspecified. Usually they give you good indication why this is not working, but in this case, it is showing an error. And it's not. very user friendly. So full outer join. One more time. Let's see. So left join, right join, self join. Oh, I didn't even know self join exist. I thought they're same. Let's see what is the self join. Okay, let's troubleshoot this one a little bit. If we just do this, what happens? Okay, syntax error, so which is good. If this one is saying syntax error, so this is good. Syntax error. So let's just do outer join. From customers, orders. Do we even need to specify join? From customer orders and customers ID orders. It's supposed to work. I don't know. Maybe we can change the table. Maybe we can change the table and use another example. Last one. From customers, full outer join. I'm not seeing any issue here. It could be. I'm not seeing an issue here. Unspecified error. I don't see this error. Usually, if you make a mistake, maybe if the semicolon is missing, if let's say you made a mistake, some database they would care for semicolon. If you miss a semicolon, they would let you know, or comma. But this one, okay, we can get back to this one. I'm not seeing any issue. Orders and customers. Just to make you guys feel better, we really don't use full outer join that much. I haven't used a single time, but something is wrong here in these two words, because ideally this two should be turning green like this one, and this is not doing that. So either this database is not recognizing it as keyword of this database. So everything you're seeing here in green, these are keywords of this database, which is built-in keywords for this database. it exists in this database and they know what to do when we use this one. But this too doesn't exist. So if we do inner join, well, this one is even not turning green, but it's working, so which is good. We do outer. Come on now. That is not good. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to this one. Whatever reason it's not recognizing. Customers, orders and customers to customer ID, orders not customer ID, order by customers, customer name. See if there was any mistakes, it should tell you like this is where the error is. For example, I mean, this particular query is not working. So you see right here, it says invalid. I just simply delete select from here. It's saying invalid SQL statement, expected, delete, insert, select like this. So this is what we delete. This is talking about procedure or update. So it's saying, right, you need to add this one. So this is what, if there was an issue, it would tell you where the issue is. But here, I'm not seeing it. When I run this one, come on now, Control Z. So when I run this one, it should, but okay, let's get back to this one, guys. Sorry for wasting a bunch of time. Okay, self join, I would ignore it. Let's see what is it? What is the difference? Okay, so let's one more time. Full join. Full join keyword returns all the records when there is a match in left table or there is a match in right table. Table records, dip full join. Yeah, so it's saying full join and full outer join is the same thing, which is good. But we even try using either or keywords, but didn't work. Full join. Let's just do one more time for confirmation. See, doesn't work. Cool, no issues. We're gonna get back to it. Now, what is the next one? Okay, we were talking about self-join. Notice self-join is a regular join, but the table is joined with itself. I never use self-join, so I don't know. Self-join, let's see what they did. Customer name as customer one, P customer name as customer name two, city from customer A, customer B. Okay. Yeah, don't worry about self-join. Understand inner join thoroughly, left join and right join. That's it. Very good. Excellent. Union. So union simply returns values from two tables. So select. So you can see it's a combination of two select queries for two different tables. So the union operator is used to combine results set of two or more select statement. Every select statement within union must have the same number of columns. Right. The columns must also have similar data type. Okay. The columns in every select statement must also be in the same order. Okay. So we can practice an union. Union is very, very straightforward. So which table should we? Which table should we target for union? We can target maybe customers table, an orders table, something like that. So if we look at customers tables, we just need to find similarities. So customers tables, let's look at another one. Customers tables, shippers, no, suppliers, okay. So this has like similar values. We can use this one. Okay. Asterisk from. And this one is customers. Select asterisk from customers. Union. So let's see what happens. So these two tables have similarities, right? Similar type of values. This fulfills the precondition of the union. The number of columns in these two selected tables or queries of union query do not match, huh? Okay. Okay. So this is a good problem. Okay, so let's look at this. So I think we randomly ask for everything from each table, which doesn't make sense. So we need specific column or columns, right? We can ask for multiple columns or a column. So from here, we can select a single column, customer name or customer name, address or city. Let's cities look simple. Select city from customers, union, select suppliers, right? So suppliers also has cities. City from suppliers. Let's see what happens. Perfect. So basically it just combine all the cities from both the tables. You can do more with this. You can do order by. I don't think we need order by here, right? Because we can do order by, yeah. So now, by default is ascending, right? So usually like, whenever they create the table, they default it to ascending, order by ascending, as you can see, right? But you can change it if you want. Descending. But what are we order buying? We did not say order by what? Order by city, right? See, descending. Z first, but usually by default is ascending. Ascending. See? And even if you delete it, it's still going to be ascending because they defaulted it to ascending, right? Great. Okay. Group by, let's see. So group by statement, the group by statement groups rows that have same values into summary rows. Like find the number of customers in each country. Okay. The group by statement is often used to aggregate functions like count, min, max. But so if you're in a group by certain things, we will be using group by. So that's an important one. If we need a count of a column, like we can group them into we can do a group by, right? When we need an aggregation function, basically. So let's see what we can do with the group by here. Of course, we have customers. Customers is the most common and most used table. And this one has like country. Look at the country: Germany, Mexico, multiple Mexico. We can group them into country. I think that makes sense. So we need to specify what are we going to do. Select count. We want to count, and then okay, let's just do one step at a time. So we said count, and then which column we want to count. Customer ID. Okay, we can see how many customers are in each country, right? So we can say select count customer ID. Customer ID. I should do customer ID, right? So we said select count customer ID from customers, and now we're going to do group by. Group by, what are we grouping by? Country, right? Let's see if this works. So this is good. So each country is showing like is grouping them by country, but I would also want to see the country name and stuff. How do we do that? So we can probably say count. We can probably say select count customer ID. That's fine. But I also want to see country. I also want to see country. I don't know if this is valid, but let's try. Perfect. This is what I wanted to see. Like, okay, how many from each country? Argentina, 3 customers. Australia. This is what I wanted to see. So this is a perfect example. You can simply ask, or if you're working, just giving you an example, your manager can say, how many customers do we have in USA? So you can use this group by functions to see how many of these customers you have. This is just an example, right? Of course, you're gonna use this for different purpose in your work. All right, good. That's pretty much it in terms of what you need to know about SQL as a QA, right? You don't need, right, anything else. And just remember again, as a QA, your job is to retrieve data to validate the data in the database. That's it. You're not going to be able to update anything. You're not going to be able to insert anything. You're not going to be able to create anything. You don't get these rights. You are a QA. So when it comes to database, there are different rights in each individual or group of people gets. So developers will get write access, read access, so they can do everything. Then they need to create these tables you are seeing here, right? All of these tables you are seeing here is created by developers. And only way you can create these tables is if you have the proper permission, which is the right permission, right? So a group of people will have write access and they will be able to create, update, delete the database. A group of people would only have view access or read access, read only access. When you have this kind of access, you can only view, retrieve the data. You can use select commands to see the data. So this goes to QA. As a QA, we don't do any entry in the database. We just retrieve the database. Then there is database admin. They can do a lot more than just creating, deleting. They control the database. So they give accesses, they delete, drop, and all of this. So whatever I told you, that's good enough for you as a QA. You don't need anything else, You can see if you look at this one, right? Insert into select statement. So this one is inserting something into the database, so you don't need you don't need this, and you won't have access to it. Also store procedure and commit and other things. Create, drop, backup, create table, drop table, alter table, constraint. None of this, you'll have access to, but read through like the primary key. I talked about primary key. I talked about foreign key. Read through it. Don't spend too much time in rest of it that I didn't mention. For example, indexes and other things. Don't spend too much time into it. Just basics, and a little more than basics is good enough. Okay. Let's see if there is anything. Yeah, like insert into, like understand like how they're inserting. So look at this. If they need to create or insert into a table or a database, this is what they're gonna say. They're gonna say insert into, and then table name, and then column name, and these would be their values. Let's see right here. You see, insert into customers tables. Customer name is a column. They're saying in customer name, enter this guy. Then in this right here, enter this. Then in here, enter this, and so on, right? That's how they do insertion. What else? So when it comes to update, so this is insert. And then when it comes to update, so you can update something in the table, right? So they're saying here, update customers. They're saying this is the table name. I want to make an update. Set contact name as this, the city name as this, where customer ID is this. So they're saying like, I want to make an update in this field, and this is what they want to set, right? And this is the ID. So they're just talking about this right here, customer ID. This field, they want to update. They want to change the contract name instead of this. Well, it's already there. They made the update. I can sit here. Like the values are here already. So that's how you do it. Of course, you and I will not get permission to do that, but just for the knowledge purpose, delete is simple and straightforward. Delete from the table name, and then you can give the conditions. So let's see what they did here. Delete from customers where customer name is this person. So they already deleted this. So customer ID is already deleted. So that's what you can see here. What else? That's pretty much it, guys. And self joins, not self, right outer join. Not sure why this database was giving some issue, but that query was good. That query was good. I didn't see any syntax error. I didn't When I was reading through it, I didn't see any issue, but that query was good, you know. Again, when it comes to join, inner join, left join, right join, these three are popular. If you were to join tables, 10 times, you'll be doing inner join 9 out of 10 times, maybe 10, even 10 times. Right and left join rarely used. Like I was giving you different scenarios when you would be using right and left join. So cool. So this is it. Please practice. And also in W3 schools, they have a test somewhere. They'll give you 20 questions to take. So whenever you're done, do that. Exercises right here, exercises. So which exercise? SQL exercise, quiz. Please take this one. This is so important. Start your test, start the SQL quizzes. This is so good. I used to do that a lot when I was a student. I'm still a student, but I'm just saying. All right, guys, thank you. This will wrap it up here. Thank you very much. And yeah, please practice. All right, talk to you later.